Hello and welcome to the WBB Amazing Coaches Report. My name is Rachel, joined as always by the head women's basketball coach of the Hofstra Pride, Danielle Santos Atkinson. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Excellent, Coach. Well, back from a 2-game away trip this weekend, James Madison and Towson. Dropped both of those contests. James Madison, very tough as always, but Towson, definitely a much-seen improvement for the Pride. So let's talk about that game and your performance against them. So you opened the game up scoring 24 points in the first quarter, best quarter all season long by the Pride, shooting 11 from 16 from the floor, and 41 points at halftime, had a 5-point lead. So talk about the growth that your team saw this week at that game.
Yeah, I definitely think we grew as a team in that game, and it was not something that we were seeing for the first time, but it was something that we were able to see for a longer stretch of time. So our team, we've talked about the potential of this team and the talent that there is to be able to do what we did in that Towson game offensively. But they came out with confidence. They really believed in the game plan and what it is that we were going to be able to do, and they had confidence to go out there and do it. And it was good to watch them be able to have success and to be able to execute in that way, offensively and defensively, executing our game plan defensively as well as offensively. We had a great start to the game from the very beginning. They jumped out and were able to get stops. And then offensively, regardless of what Towson did in the first half, we were able to still continue to score.
So then after that first quarter, as I mentioned, Towson, another tough team, CA defending champs, your team had them scared for a little while. So do you see that as a morale booster for your team?
Going out of that game, it was definitely eye-opening, I think, for them to realize and see what it is that this team is capable of. Towson did a phenomenal job in that second half of making adjustments and really increasing their pressure. And for us, having that lead and being able to play with that lead is something that we haven't done in conference yet. And so I think once we got into that second half, I do think that we put pressure on ourselves as well as the adjustments Towson made, and it was a little tough on us going into that fourth quarter.
So we saw a lot of positive numbers this week. So we'll dive into the stat sheet a little bit more. This week, got 16 points and 9.5 rebounds from Jalen Hines and 12.5 points from Anna and 12 points from Marianne. So they're kind of, figuring out their groove and, talk about how they've settled in a little bit, now that we're in the next stretch of conference.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job, as we said, in working and staying consistent and confident and aggressive on the offensive end. We want to play an inside-out game, and we've been able to do that. I think our posts do a great job inside, even our posts coming off the bench, of really working to create position for themselves, to create easy opportunities. We've just got to continue being able to finish down there with contact. We've got to continue to work on our passing, continue working early enough to be able to create even easier shots for ourselves. But I think we do a great job of looking to get the ball inside, and our posts have been playing with a lot more confidence. With that aggressiveness that we're playing with inside, it opens it up on the outside for opportunities for Anna. Teams are sticking to her like glue. Obviously, she's a great shooter, but she's still finding ways and opportunities to get her shot off.
So looking ahead this week, finally home. It feels like you've been on the road a lot. Finally home, 2 games this weekend. Starts off a 4-game homestand. UNCW Friday night and then Charleston on Sunday. So, UNCW entering the game 2-5 in the conference and Charleston 3-4. So after such a high-powered offensive performance from your team, how are you going to take that and apply that to these 2 games this weekend?
Well, we're just going to continue to work. One of the things we worked on today is not only as teams, again, in that second half when they increase their pressure and we're not getting our first option or our second option, what does that third option, that fourth option look like? And how do we continue to play within our offense to still get great shots and not allow other teams to dictate what happens? And so offensively, we're still, gonna stick to what we do offensively and our execution there. And then, as you said, continuing to pull and create off of that, create some momentum off of our Towson game.
Well, excellent, Coach. And, we wish you the best of luck this weekend. It's definitely great to be home for 4 straight games. So as I mentioned, Friday night against UNCW, 7 p.m., and then followed by Charleston at 1 p.m. at the Max Sports Complex on Sunday. Coach, thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.